I used to not like Pouf at all as a character, but after this episode, I have a form of new respect for his character with his entire ability. Beelzebub, that is a really freaking cool ability of him splitting into entire different little copies of himself and getting to see how he goes into the size of like a little bee, like a gnat. That is really freaking cool and interesting. I thought this episode had a lot of tactics and strategy to it that really kept me entertained. I mean, the entire battle sequence of this episode was just freaking intense as usual. I mean, it was so well played out. The pacing of this episode was just awesome. It felt like the pacing was a lot faster than previous episodes, and honestly, it's just so much information crammed into one episode, with Beelzebub, Smokey Joe getting undone, finding out about Beelzebub, finding out what the situation is with Pito and Gon, then Pouf coming over there to Pito and Gon and giving that weird expression, and then the second explosion of Yuppie. There was just so much going on in this one single little episode that it was just so freaking epic. This episode was just freaking epic. Now, the animation of this episode, I really enjoyed the animation. Like the close-up effects of the faces like on Morel, or we get to see of Yuppie, they look fucking badass. The actual animations on the faces were beautiful, and I enjoyed that. Now, I love the way the BGM at the right scene, when you see Knuckle come in, and you see him BAM! Right into Yuppie, and that BGM just starts rising higher in the background, you just hear it going. That was so fucking badass. That is how you use a freaking BGM song in the background of your anime or any series to be able to emphasize on the tension and fucking emotion. This was a damn good episode for what it did, and I enjoyed this. Now let's get into the entire fact of what I really did like. I like the entire tactics of the different decisions that most likely could have happened. The entire section of this episode when Morel undoes his smoky gel. Now, as we can see from this episode, Morel fucked up pretty bad. He really did. He let Pouf outside of his smoky gel to use his major ability and his actual real body escape. If Morel would have kept Pouf inside of smoky gel, he could have most likely killed Pouf and destroyed him completely, but Pouf's clones wouldn't have disappeared. So, the entire situation here, if Morel would have decided to keep up Smoky Gel, he could have killed Pouf's main body, but at the cost of his friends, his comrades. And so, this is the entire situation that's brought onto the table for us. Morel was faced with two grave decisions. Either he sacrifices his friends, his comrades, to kill one of the royal guards, or he undoes Smoky Gel to save his comrades from Pouf and other royal guards. I felt like this was a really good emotional decision Morel had to do, and so I love the way they did that. I mean, when you see Morel say he's not one to second guess himself, that was a very good decision on his part, and I enjoyed the way the voice actor pulled off the entire lines. Really freaking great. The emotions in the voices were awesome. Now, Shoot looks like he's getting freaking healed by Nav. Nav is finally back. Oh my god. So, Nav's not just but a coward. He's actually helping out. He's healing Shoot. We thought Shoot was gonna die. And so, he's fine. Damn, Togashi, you're freaking badass. When it comes to actually story writing, this is amazing. I love the episode. Now, there's a lot of questions I have in this episode. A lot of things are going down, like the entire situation of Beelzebub. Beelzebub, now, we know Welfane has been trying to track him down, trying to find exactly what is going on. And so, we finally get to see Beelzebub's entire situation, and we get to see his inner thoughts of how he's going to most likely be hunted down by his fellow humans, his actual own race, because he didn't appear on the news to actually make allegiances with other different countries. So, I felt like this was a very good part that was added in this episode to get to show more of Beelzebub's character and what his entire stance is going on with this entire fight. So, I felt like this was a good episode to emphasize more on his character. Now, one thing though, one freaking thing that was so awesome was seeing Deep Purple just with the freaking clones of Knuckle going around Yuppie. Yuppie's leaving himself open to get struck in the back, and one of the clones hit Yuppie in the back, and I thought at first it was Knuckle. I was like, no! I was about to scream, and then we find out Smoke. I was like, thank God. So I felt like this entire moment had some really freaking awesome action with the tension, and Yuppie is not just a brainless brute. He can really think. He's a really smart freaking character, and I enjoy that. I like how villains are actually smart, especially even the ones that most likely are brainless or just nothing but bronze. He actually has a head on his shoulders. Now, we get to see Yuppie explode again. At the end of this episode, he explodes him from sheer rage from Knuckle actually sneak attacking him and hitting him in the side. So, Yuppie's lost more of his nin. So, exactly what is going to happen? Is Yuppie going to eventually be defeated, succumb to bankruptcy, or what else will happen? I have a lot of questions, and and actual theories they could bring up on this. Tell me your thoughts on this episode, everybody. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite moment of this episode? What do you think about Poof's power, Beelzebub? I mean, that was freaking epic. The little chibi faces with the creepy, like, high-pitched voices were freaking adorable at the same time creepy. And what do you think is going to happen with Pito gone and Pouf now? What will happen next episode? Let me know in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please stay safe. Chibi out.